So proceeding on to the next question, that is your question number 21. An object hangs from a light string and moves in a horizontal circle of radius r. Okay, so the string makes an angle theta with the vertical. Okay, the angular speed of the object is omega, so we need to find out tan theta. Okay, so this is the object, this is the string, and this is the angle that it makes with the vertical. So this is the angle theta. Okay, so in order to solve this question, we need to first of all draw the free body diagram of the block of mass m. Okay, so this is the block of mass m. Okay, so now see that this is the string, right, and the string provide tension. Okay, and the tension always acts away from the body. Okay, so that means over here the tension will act in this manner. Okay, so this will be the tension T. Okay, and the weight of the body is always acting downwards, so this will be mg acting downwards. Okay, so now see that if I just complete the triangle, okay, so if this angle is theta, this is 90 degrees, so this angle will be how much? 90 degree minus of theta, right? So that means over here I can see that the angle between the tension and the horizontal, okay, so this angle will be how much? This angle will be 90 degree minus of theta. Okay, so over here see that the object is moving in a horizontal circle of radius r and the angular speed of the object is omega, right? So that means the centrifugal force will be m omega square r, m omega square r, where r is the radius of the circle. Okay, and the centrifugal force always acts away from the center, right? So this is the center. Okay, so the centrifugal force will be acting away from the center, that means in this direction, that is away from the center. Okay, so that means in this direction the centrifugal force m omega square r will be acting. Okay, so that means now if I just fix up the axis, okay, see this will be the y axis, right, and this will be our x axis. Okay, and we can say that the object is in equilibrium. Okay, so that means over here I can say that the summation of net force along x axis, this should be equal to 0, and the summation of net force along y axis, this should be equal to your 0. Okay, so that means over here if I say that, so that means over here I can write that t sine 90 minus theta, okay, that is the component of t along the y axis, right? So that means this is the component of t along the y axis, right, which is nothing but t sine 90 minus theta. And what is the component of t along the x axis? So that means the component of t along the x axis will be equal to your t cos of 90 minus theta, right? So that means this will be equal to your nothing but t cos 90 minus theta, right? So why we are breaking it in components? See, when we'll add these two components up, we'll get the net tension, that is T, which is acting at an angle theta with the vertical. Okay, so that means we have replaced T with its two components, that is the x component and the y component. Okay, so let me just rub T. So that means over here I can say that the component of the t along the y axis, that is t sine 90 minus theta, should balance out your mg. So that means the component of t along y axis should be equal to your mg, right? So in this way the summation of net force along the y axis will be equal to your 0, right? So that means I can write that t sine 90 minus theta, so this should be equal to your mg. Okay, and the component of t along the x axis, so this should balance out this net centrifugal force, right? So this is equal to your m omega square r. So that means the net force along x axis should be also 0. So that means the component of t along the x axis, so this would balance out your centrifugal force, which is equal to your m omega square r. So that means t cos 90 minus theta, so this should be equal to your m omega square r. Okay, so that means if I just divide these two equations, okay, so that means t sine 90 minus theta divided by t cos 90 minus theta, so this should be equal to your g by omega square r. Okay, so that means what is sine 90 minus theta? Sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. And what is cos 90 minus theta? Cos 90 minus theta is sine theta. Okay, so this is equal to your g by omega square r. Okay, so that means over here cot theta comes out to be g by omega square r. But we don't want cot theta, we want tan theta, right? And what is tan theta? Tan theta is 1 divided by your cot theta. So this is equal to your 1 divided by g by omega square r. So this is equal to your omega square r by g. Okay, so that means the correct option to your question number 21 will be option number A. I hope you got the question.